children, Sai Ram. So children, you have already got your FA4 portion, and there are two chapters for your FA4 exams, that is chapter number 7, factors and multiples, and chapter number 12, basic geometry. So today we will see the revision of chapter number 7, that is factors and multiples. So children, what are factors? So we know that the numbers which are multiplied together to give a product are known as the factors of the product. So just see here, for example, 2 multiplied by 3. Here you can see. So if you will multiply 2 by 3, you will get 6. So here that 2 and 3 are the factors of 6. Okay. Then the factors of a number divide the number completely without leaving a remainder. If you will divide this 6 by 2, you will get 2 3s are 6. Or vice versa, if you will divide it by 3, if you will divide 6 by 3, it will be also completely divisible. 3 2s are 6. So it shows that the factors of a number divide the number completely without leaving a remainder. Okay. So children, here let's find out the factors for some numbers. So suppose number 16, we have to find its factors. So children, you already know that 1 is the factor of every number. So we'll start with the 1. Okay. 1 16 times will give you 16. Okay. Then what are the other numbers? If you will multiply them, the product will be 16. Which two numbers if you will multiply, you will get 16 as product? Yes, 2, isn't it? 2 8s are 16. So 2 and 8 both are the factors of number 16. Okay. Like I will write here first, 1 16 times will give you 16. Then 2 8 times will give you 16, or vice versa, 8 2s are 16. Then you don't get 16 in the multiplication table of 3. But you get it in the multiplication table of 4. How many times? 4 4s are 16. It means 4 is also a factor of number 16. Okay. And then you will get it in the, because 8 2s are 16, here we have seen 2 8s or 8 2s are 16. So now we will get 16 in the multiplication table of itself. So 16 ones are 16. So what are the factors? What will be the factors of number 16? 1, 2, then 8 2 8s are 16 we have written here, then 4 4s are 16, and then in the multiplication table of 16 itself. So what are the factors of number 16? So that will be 1, 2, 4, 8 and 16 itself. Okay. So in this way we write the factors of any given number. Okay. Now let's see one more example, like number B 50. So what will be the factors for number 50? Yes, 1 will be the factor of every, 1 is the factor of every number. Then will it be divisible by 2? Yes. 2, if you will divide 50 by 2, you will get 25. So 2 and 25 both are the factors of number 50. Then 50 is not divisible by 3, not even by 4, but it is divisible by 5. 5 10 times. So 5 and 10 both are the factors of number 50. Okay. And then you will get 50 in the multiplication table of 50 itself. So the factors of number 50 here are 1, 2, 5, 10, 25 and 50. You can arrange them also, or you can write it in this way also. Okay. So these are the factors of number 50. Okay. Now let's see the one more example which is been given, which is done here. So the numbers, factors of number 24. So you will get 1 is the factor, then 2 12 times you will get 24, 12 2s are 24, then 3 8s are 24, then 4 6 are 24, and then the multiplication of table of 24 itself. So if you will arrange them, we will get, so 1 2 3 4 6 8 12 and 24 are the factors of 24. Okay. Now let's see the types of number. There are two types of numbers, that is prime numbers and composite numbers. So prime number has only two factors, that is 1 and itself. Like you see the numbers here, 2, 3, 5, 7, 11. These are the prime numbers. You will not get their factors. They have the factors, only two factors, that is 1 and itself only. Okay. It cannot be divided exactly by any number, any other number other than 1 and itself. Like number 3. You will not get it in any other multiplication table except 1 and itself. So that is a prime number. 5 is a prime number. 7 is a prime number. Okay. Then on the other hand, we have composite number. It has more than two factors and it can be divided exactly by its factors. For example, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 12, 14, 15, 16. These are the composite numbers which has more than two factors. Okay. So on the basis of that, we do the factorization, prime factorization. As the word says, prime factors. So what is factorization first? So factorization means writing a number as a product of its factors. So we can write every composite number as a product of its factors that are prime numbers. So prime factors can be obtained by two methods, that is factor tree method and division method. Let's see how to find the factorization, how to do the factorization. So the first method is factor tree. So let's make a factor tree here. First we will write this number 48 here, and then you have to find its factors. So what are the two numbers which if we will multiply them, we will get 48. So 6 8s are 48. You can think of any other number as well, like 12 4s are 48, isn't it? 16 3s are 48. So here I have taken 6 8s are 48. Now 6 and 8, these are also composite numbers. Now again we have to factorize them. So here you have to see which two numbers you will multiply, which will give you the product as 6. So 2 3s are 6, isn't it? Or 3 2s are 6. Similarly, for this number 8 also you have to do the factorization. So which two numbers you will multiply, which will give you 8 as the product? So 2 4s are 8. Now here you can see 2 and 3, these are the 2 and 3 here are the prime numbers. So they cannot be factorized further. So we will circle them. Okay. And now this 2 also here is a prime number. So we will circle it. But here you can see this 4 can be factorized further. So 2 2s are 4. Now we have got here the prime number 2. So we will circle it. Okay. So this is the factor tree for number 48. And finally we will write it as the product of its prime factor as 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by here 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2. Okay. The shape of this factor tree depends on how you factorize a given number. Okay. It can have a different shape as well. Okay. Now that was the factor tree method of factorization. Now there is one more method, that is division method. So let's see how to find the how to find the prime factors, how to write a number as a product of its prime factors using division method. So here the number 30 is been given. So first we will draw some horizontal and vertical line like this, and then we will write 30 here. Now you have to find the factors for number 30. So let's take here 3 tens are 30. Okay. Then this 10 again can be factorized to 5s, to 5 times, and then we will get 5 in the multiplication table of 5 only, 5 1 times. So this is division method. Okay. For small numbers we can do the factor tree, we can find the prime factors by factor tree method, but suppose if number is large, then you should use division method. So here we have taken the number 30. So here we will write it as the product of its prime factor as 30 is equal to 3 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 5. Okay. Whenever you will be factorizing a number, you have to see that it should be the prime number by which you are going to factorize that number. That's why it is called as prime factorization. Okay. Now let's see the next question. Here again one more number is been given for factorization by division method, which is 60. So let's write 60 here first. Now we will divide it to 30 times, will give you 2 3s are, and this 0 again 2 1s are. Then you will get 1 here, and now you have 1 0 10, so 2 5s are 15. Now 15 will be divisible by 3 5 times, and then 5 1 time. So 60 can be written here as 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 5. Okay. Now you can see here, children. Okay. In this way you can factorize. Okay. Now just see here the question number 3rd, where you have to find the common factors. Now how to find the common factors? Suppose 2 or more numbers are given and you have to find the common factors. So what we will do, first we will, here you can see 2 numbers are been given. You have to find the common factors of 6 and 20. So first we will write the factors for number 6. So 1 is the factor of every number. Then 2 3s are 6. So 2 and 3 both are the number factors of number 6, and then number 6 itself. Okay. Now let's take the second number, which is 20. Now we will write the factors of number 20. So 1, then 2 10 times. So 2 and 10 both are the factors of number 20. Then 4 5 times. 4 5s are, or 5 4s are 20. Isn't it? And then number 20 itself. Now you have to find the common factors. Okay. You have to find the factors which are common in both the numbers. So 1 is common here, and this 2 is also common here. Do you find any other common factors? No. So what are the common factors of number 6 and 20? So 1 is the common factor of every number. Okay. So here the common factors are 1 and 2. Okay. The common factors of 6 and 20 here are 1 and 2. Okay. Now children, we will see multiples. Now what are multiples? So now children, what are multiples? So here you consider the multiplication 5 multiplied by 6. Here you can see 5 multiplied by 6, 30. So here 5 and 6 are multiplied to get 30. So 5 and 6 here are the factors of number 30. Okay. Whereas the product obtained, which is 30, it is the multiple of 5 and 6. Okay. So understand here, if we have multiplied this number 5 multiplied by 6, So here 5 and 6 are the factors of number 30, whereas 30 is the multiple of number 5 and 6. Got it? So you can find the multiple of a number by multiplying that number by any counting number. You can see here, you can find the multiple of a number by multiplying by the number by any counting number. Okay? Now, children, let's see. Suppose a number is been given and it is asked whether it is a multiple of a given number or not. Like here you can see, is 84 a multiple of 6? So how you can find? So for that, what you will do, you will divide that greater number by the smaller number. So here we will divide 84 by 6. So 6 ones are 6. We'll get 2 here. Now we will bring down this 4 here. So 6 fours are 24. So it is completely divisible. This 84 is completely divisible by 6. So yes, this 84, number 84 is a multiple of 6. Okay? If such type of question is been given, what you will do? You will divide the greater number by smaller number. If it is completely divisible, then it means that number is the multiple of that given number. Okay? This 6 14 times will give you 84. So here 6 and 14 are the factors, whereas 84 is the multiple of 6 and 14. Got it, children? Now we will see how to find the common multiples of any 2 or more given numbers. So here the question is where you have to find the common multiples of 5 and 7. So first we will write the multiples of 5. You can see here 5, then 5 2s are 10, 5 3s are 15, fourth multiple, fifth multiple of 5, sixth multiple of 5. Like this, it can be written in the skip counting also, in this form also. Okay, and then we have written here the multiples of 7. 7 2s are 7 3 times, 7 4 times, 7 5 times. Okay, now after writing the multiples, now we have to find the two common multiples. So we will see what are the common multiples. What are the common multiples in 5 and 7? So here you can see this number 35 is common here, and one more you have to find. So this 70 here is the common multiple. So the two common multiples of 5 and 7 will be 35 and 70. Got it, children? So if two or more numbers are being given and you have to find their common multiples, first you will write their multiples one by one, and then you will find the common multiples of those given numbers which are common in all the given numbers. Okay? Now, children, suppose, now let's move to the next concept, that is test of divisibility. How to find whether a number is divisible by a given number or not. So there are a few tests, there are a few rules. If you will follow them, you will be able to understand whether a given number is divisible by 2, 3, 5 or 10 or not. So what are they? First you just see here. So if you have to find whether a number is divisible by 2 or not, so you just look at the ones place of that given number. If that the digit at the ones place is an even number. Now you understand what are even numbers. So 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, these are the even numbers, and even if these numbers, these digits are at the ones place of any number, that number will be called as the even number. So if you find that at the ones place a digit is even, so it will be divisible by 2. Here you can see number 128. Look at the ones place here. The digit is 8, which is an even number. So it will be divisible by 2. On the other hand, if you see number 129, so 9 is not even, it is an odd number. So 129 is not divisible by 2. Now, if you have to find whether a number is divisible by 3 or not, so you have to find the sum of its digits, the sum of those, the digits of that number. Like here you can see number 27. If you will add 2 and 7, you will get 9. And 9 is divisible by 3. It means 27 is divisible by 3. And if you see number 28, you add 2 plus 8, you will get 10. And you don't get 10 in the multiplication table of 3. So it is not divisible by 3. Got it? Then for number 5, a number is divisible by 5 if the digit at its ones place is 0 or 5. Here you can see the digit at the ones place is 5. So it will be divisible by 5. Here you can see the digit at the ones place is 6. So it will not be divisible by 5. But suppose number 60. So you just see the digit at the ones place which is 0. So it will be divisible by 5. Then for number 10, whether a number is divisible by 10 or not, you just look at the digit at the ones place. If it is 0, so it will be divisible by 10. So here you see number 250, the digit at the ones place is 0. So it will be divisible by 10, but it will not be divisible by 251. Okay. Now, children, some numbers are been given here and you have to tell me. I'll ask whether this, okay, let's see this number 52. Will it be divisible by 2? Yes, it will be divisible by 2. Will it be divisible by 3? Yes or no? So you add the digits 5 plus 2. So will it be divisible by 5 plus 2? 7. So will it be divisible by 3? No, it will not be divisible by 3. Then will it be divisible by 5? No, it will not be divisible by 5. Because for divisibility by 5, there should be 0 or 5 at the ones place. Then will it be divisible by 10? No, because the digit at the ones place should be 0. Then one more example let's take here. One more example like 395. Will it be divisible by 2? No, it will not be divisible by 2 because the digit at the ones place is not an even number. Then will it be divisible by 3? So you add here 3 plus 9 plus 5. So 9 plus 3, 12, 12 and 5, 3, 9 and 3, 12 and 5, 17. So it will not be divisible by 3 also. Then will it be divisible by 5? Yes, it will be because the digit at the ones place is 5. And then will it be divisible by 10? No, isn't it? So in this way, very easily you can find whether a given number is divisible by 2, 3, 5 or 10 or not. Got it, children? So you will practice for these questions. Also go through the textbook content. Okay? And children, all the best for your exams. Do well. Thank you.